one of the two players here in the studio, Mike Grosinger, a junior in Steinhardt. That is correct, Mike?
That's correct.
Did my research well here tonight. And from your coach to some of the beat reporters from the games, and I made it to a couple of the games, you're more the gritty guy on the team, I've heard. And Coach mentioned it before, diving, blocking shots. Would you say you kind of pattern your game and kind of take pride in the physical nature and kind of bringing that gritty toughness to the NYU squad?
Well, yeah, you know, throughout my whole life, I've kind of always been that grinder, hustler guy. And it's kind of just a brand of hockey I've always enjoyed to play. You know, growing up, I was a huge fan of Jeremy Roenick,
Okay.
Philadelphia Flyers forward, and just watching him getting into the corners.
Losing a lot of teeth.
Losing a lot of teeth. You know, we wear masks here, so might not happen too often. But, yeah, I mean, you know, just those are the ways that teams will win games and, you know, go far, you know, win championships. And for me, it all starts with, you know, getting dirty, getting into the corners, going to the net. And, yeah, it's a fun way to play.
What's been your impression so far this season and what you guys have played? You guys have had ups and downs, some better moments, some not so great moments. What's been your overall impression of the year so far?
Well, I mean, I think the most important thing is we're all showing up every day. We're working hard, you know, practices, games, and I think the most important thing is, yeah, we're not too happy with our record at the moment, but we just got to look to the next game. So we got Ryder on Friday. We're just going to look to keep getting better this week on the ice and look forward to a good performance Friday night.
For fans that haven't come out to the game, and again, Friday night, Sky Rink at Chelsea Piers, 8:30 against Ryder University, what brand of hockey should they expect to see you guys play?
Well, it's going to be an exciting game, you know. We like to play an up-tempo style. You know, we like to skate. We think we're a fast team. We mix in the physical aspect as well, and it should be a pretty nice hybrid of hockey that we're going to play.
Brought up Paul Kazanovsky. I brought up the sheet because I want to make sure I pronounce the name correctly. I'm not great with pronouncing hockey players' names, and then especially him.
We're another breed, I guess.
What have you seen out of him? Leading goal scorer, 8 goals, also 9 assists. A freshman. You know, normally you don't see, whether it's club sports or intercollegiate sports, freshmen take on that much of a role, but he's been your leading scorer and has pretty much been the go-to player for your guys this year.
Well, you know, Paulie's a very talented kid, you know, joining us from out west, coming to the big city, but he's really just been a go-to guy, you know, on and off the ice, but, you know, more so on the ice. He's showing up to play, he's getting into the corners, driving to the net hard, and he's really been a top performer for us so far this year.
Speaking of off the ice here, you brought up kind of your leadership roles here. We had Pat O'Keefe on a couple weeks ago. Where's the C? I know that means a lot for any hockey team. What has he brought to you guys both on and off the ice?
Well, Patty, he's definitely the epitome of a leader. You know, he's been there for a few years already. You know, he's winding down his last road right now, but
trying to hold on to college for as long as he possibly
yeah.
can.
But no, I mean, he's definitely a guy that all the younger guys look up to, and you know, even the seniors on the team, the juniors and the grad guys, starting to look up to him for advice. You know, both whether it's hockey related or off the ice.
We're talking with Mike Grosinger, junior on the NYU ice hockey team, a Steinhardt student, and we have Coach Cosentino in the room here, so I guess temper your answer to this next question. But he's brought a lot of energy to the program in his first year. What have been your thoughts on the way he's kind of brought this program along?
Well, I think the biggest thing that Coach is trying to instill here is the culture, and I think we saw that from day one, just what's expected from us. And, you know, we've all bought in so far, and, you know, I think it's only a matter of time until we start seeing the results on the ice. We certainly, you know, we're working hard at practice, we're showing up. Coach runs a fun system to play in, and it's certainly a fun system to watch as well. It's just up-tempo, fast-paced, and it's certainly something that's can really be enjoyed by the players and the fans of NYU hockey.
I asked Coach this before. I'll ask you as well, since you're on the ice. Where do you see weaknesses right now from your team, and what can you do to improve those weaknesses for your 3 games coming up this weekend?
Well, I think one of the biggest things, I think we can play with a little bit more jam on the ice, you know, just get a little bit, not really dirtier.
Explain jam for me. I'm a hockey fan, but explain jam.
I guess jam is, you know, finishing every back check.
Okay.
You know, finishing every check, blocking every shot. And, you know, those those little plays, those make the differences between, a game you win and a game you lose, between 1 goal, 2 goals. It's that extra energy you bring onto the ice that could really make a difference into a game. And I think we add that, and, play a little bit of a smarter and simpler game, I think, then we're going to be just fine this year.
For the NYU fans out there watching this, listening to it here on WNYU, let them get to know you a little bit better. What favorite team growing up, favorite team now, favorite player? I know you mentioned Jeremy Roenick before. Give the fans out there a little taste of your hockey fan.
Well, I'm from New York, so I've always been a big-time Rangers fan.
Okay.
I've been going to a lot of Ranger games ever since I was a young kid. Unfortunately, they weren't really too good during my childhood.
It was 94, but.
Yeah, 94. Can't really relate much to that. But, I was always a big Ranger fan. Really just a, fan of the game as well. I've always been watching hockey, playing hockey my whole life. Just a great sport. I love the everything about it. And yeah, the
Rangers will always silence you. Yeah, it's tough. I'm a Rangers fan. It's been a long 16 years.
We had a couple of playoff runs the last few years, so I'm not an Islanders fan. So there's some positive there.
Definitely is the case. Mike Grosinger joining us here for a little player spotlight. We'll get to our other player in the studio, Richie Pillai, next. Mike, thanks so much for joining us, and good luck this coming weekend.
Thanks for having me here, Chase.